Good evening, everybody. You're on the Beat Radio Bali, and we're going live, and it's now a Thursday evening. It's, what is it? Can't even see anything. Got my glasses on. No.
27th February.
All right. Is it 27th of February?
Yes.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, we've got a special guest tonight for this Thursday night boogie on the Beat Radio Bali. And that is DJ Axelle.
DJ Axelle.
Got to get closer.
Okay.
So
check,
then
check.
you can hear
Hi.
it. Hi.
Hi.
Axelle, Handa.
Handa is my daylight name.
Your real life name.
Yes.
And actually in real life you've got an important position, haven't you?
Perhaps.
Like, you're a psychologist, is that right?
Yes, correct.
That's interesting. And you studied overseas. You studied in Europe somewhere?
Yes.
Where was that?
Oxford.
Oxford
University.
Okay. And that was for how long?
2 years.
And also here in Indonesia?
I did my undergrad here in Indonesia, in Jakarta.
Yep.
And then my first master was in New Zealand. And then
Wow.
UK was my second master.
Gee, why are you doing these studies overseas?
I was curious, like I want to be psychotherapist. I want to be delivering like international quality counseling, and I think that area wasn't explored much that time when I decided to pursue that career. And then after like almost 10 years, I thought of, actually I want to pursue research, health research further.
Health.
Yeah, health.
Mental health.
Health generally.
As in medical.
Yeah, medical. That's my master in Oxford. It's evidence-based healthcare.
Oh, wow.
So I want to combine health is not only the physical but also mental health.
So what kind of conclusions have you come to?
I think it is a combination of the diet, physical exercise, and your well-being, like how you see life, perspective, friendship, relationship, and I think also how you see the future. So everything is intercorrelated.
Keeping positive.
Yeah,
Is
that
that it?
helps, but also acknowledging when you are going through hardship.
Okay, so it's also about the gut too, right?
Yes, exactly.
The second mind.
Yes,
The
correct.
second brain. Is it?
Yes.
What would you call it? The second mind, or what sort of relationship do you have from the gut to the brain?
Well, we kind of heard for the longest time, like, trust your gut feeling. But then the latest research shows that there are some bacteria that involve in our way of processing what we eat and how we feel. And then if we stress so much, then it produces like more gastric issues.
Is that cortisone or something, isn't it?
That's the one in the brain.
That's in the brain.
Yeah, cortisol is in
But
the brain.
in your stomach,
It's it's gut.
it's just a gut. The
And the
microbiome.
bacteria, yeah,
microbiome.
Yes, correct.
Which I had issues with over the last month, so I'm
I've
pretty aware of that. Yeah.
heard. Yeah. Then
Anyway.
you like start like being nerd.
I think it was
about-
I had a couple of different things. These earthworm extract tablets from Central Java.
Oh,
I've had those before. I don't know if you know them, but they're pretty interesting.
Okay.
And they're just whatever, ground up earthworms. Apparently in Java they just get them out of the ground and eat them.
Yes, I think they also used it in the past to cure typhoid as well.
Hippoid? What's that?
Typhoid.
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 Oh, yeah. Well, it's good for you. Apparently, it's good for your blood or
Yes.
something. I don't know. And also some probiotics. They helped. And also, I think, which was the key was the sauerkraut, fresh sauerkraut.
I need to look at it.
Pickles, pickled.
Oh,
whatever it is.
fermented.
Fermented.
Yes, fermented is
It's good for your
healthy,
stomach.
yes.
Anyway, remember
Yeah.
that if you've got a stomach problem.
good.
And anyway, so where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born in Jakarta.
Jakarta,
Yeah.
an amazing city.
Yeah, you love it?
Oh, I used to. I spent a lot of time in Jakarta before.
I used to like it too.
Yeah, but now it's gone a bit boring, right? Before it was the wildest place on the planet.
Before, yeah.
If you go north of, Hayawaruka, whatever up there. Crazy place.
Yeah, I wasn't born back then.
Yes. Well, yeah, time does fly.
Okay.
So when did you move to Bali?
During COVID, I moved here because I was locked in an apartment in Jakarta with all this COVID restriction and with my cat, my crazy cat. So it was very limiting.
Was it true there was a lot of people dying in Jakarta? I saw
A lot.
So we're talking about that today, actually,
Yes.
with somebody, and they were citing this video that was going around of these people being buried.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people being buried. Was that true, or was it just MSN BS?
Well, the true, it was true that many people died, but they were not buried in the one place. It's not like a mass grave.
Oh, right. No, anyway, we're just talking about it. Anyway, so that brought you to Bali. And obviously, you've been to Bali before and holidays and everything else. You knew Bali.
Yeah. I've been thinking like to move out of Jakarta for the longest time. Never made the move until COVID time, and then you kind of realize what's more important in life.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. No, it's like more contemplation.
Contemplation of your future,
Of
or
my future,
your life,
my life, and then I kind of lost some family members during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I thought like, you know what? If you only have one life and you kind of feel like it's close to
that, you
death,
have to.
yeah.
You have to make the most of it. You only live once.
Exactly. And then so I moved to Bali, and then another thing that I've thought of, it was during, this depressive era of COVID, and I got COVID myself, and then, when you got COVID, sometimes you get some depressive symptoms out of COVID.
Okay.
And then I thought like, oh, okay, I need to have something to hold on, which I thought, okay, maybe I'll take DJ course.
Wow. So that brings us to electronic music.
Exactly.
What was your initial interest in electronic music? Because, to be frank, I think your lifestyle and everything isn't really this clubbing kind of thing, right?
No, I love music. I love music since I was little. I was also interested in trying to play with different music, with the cassette record, and then just like
mixtape.
Mixtape. I'll try to like record and then like mix different songs, and I love being in charge for Spotify playlists and curating different songs. So my interest was music. Well, I like party, but with consideration, just in moderation.
Not till dawn.
Yeah, because I have like day life.
Okay. You've got a real life.
Yeah.
You're not one of these losers in the nightlife.
No, I mean I wouldn't call them loser. It's just like I want to balance.
Joking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what kind of music were you into before? Like when you were doing mixtapes, what was the sound?
It's classic jazz.
Oh.
I like jazz, and I like of course, like I like pop music, and then I also like house music.
And you've always liked house music, or was there a certain moment when electronic music made sense?
I think certain moment for sure. I mean, when I was teenager, I was into Britpop, Brit rock, British music in general,
Indie kind of rock.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But I've been loving jazz since I was little, and then electronic music comes after undergrad.
And
So
that was an influence from somebody or something.
Some clubbings.
You went out. You went out late one night and thought, wow.
Kinda.
Is that in Jakarta? Or
Yeah, in Jakarta. Yeah.
So what was that experience? Where was it?
Kemang.
In a club.
In a club, yes.
What was it called? Do you remember?
It's like no, I don't remember.
There's a place called 9 or something. 39. Oh, anyway, I don't know.
No, there was like Dragonfly was there.
Yeah, that was Jakarta Selatan.
Yes.
Jakarta Sudirman sort of area. Yeah. Anyway, so it was an influential moment, and you thought, this is fun.
I think I like when people let themselves dance, like just like free movement and not thinking about anything. Like, and then the next
Losing
morning,
yourself,
losing yourself, and the next morning you have this responsibility as an adult. You have to study or you work.
Have to do something with your life.
Yeah, and then you party. So I was like, oh, this is a good balance, perhaps.
Balance, yes. It's all about balance, right?
Balance.
I guess with mental health, it's all about balance. If you don't
Yeah, and then there are a lot of research about how dance improve your well-being. So
that's
kind
right.
of makes sense, yeah.
Well, it pops up on my Instagram sometimes.
Yes.
Where they're talking about all the benefits from
Dancing.
electronic music,
Yes.
from dancing and all this. And I can imagine. And these, certain, I won't go there, but there are some certain substances that kind of help it along too.
Yeah, there are some formal trials now.
Yeah.
I think like Austria also formalize it as part of therapy.
Sure, absolutely. Psychedelics, I think they might be
Exactly.
called.
Yes.
So other people call them party drugs. But they do help. Apparently they do help. I don't know much
Yeah, but
about
the
it.
thing is like, what the difference here? If you are going to psychedelic trip or therapy, there is like a moment where you reflect on your experience. But just going dancing without this reflection, I think that's a big miss opportunity.
Do you think everybody has mental health issues?
The thing is, like with mental health issue, the research shows if you have a good, as long as it doesn't disturb your activities, I think everyone has issues,
Sure.
right? That's how they cope with
Stuff that they're going through.
Yeah, exactly. And then how they see the issues as well and how they cope with it. So because like some people might go through adversity, but only about 30% of them develop trauma response. So it means like a big chunk of this population, they can cope with it, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So other people that can't cope with it, then they need to get some help.
Yeah, but also another research shows if you have a very good quality of friend, it's actually 40% similar to going to therapy.
Sure. Just somebody to talk to.
Yeah, somebody to talk to, a good listener, and then kind of understanding. So, I mean, not necessarily. Therapy doesn't work for everyone. That's something I recognize. For some people, they like to read self-development. But some people, maybe they change the diet or the routine, like especially people with depression. Some of them, like changing the lifestyle, help a lot. But if they have tried a lot of things or they just need someone to support them, then they can go to therapy.
So what about addiction?
Well, that's
such?
different thing because it changes the brain. So it is, I think for me personally, I would say, the inclusive treatment where you stay because you need to change that
You need
habit.
to get away from it.
Yeah, and then it requires like a lot of support. It is like one of the most challenging issues in therapy.
Well, there probably are a lot of people that have that sort of issue within the nightlife.
Of course,
right?
yes.
Or they're looking for some escape
Yes,
from
Correct.
reality
Yeah.
and they end up in nightlife.
yes.
But that's not you. You are about producing the music. You are the entertainer, right? So you also produce, right? Produce music. Is
Yeah,
that right?
I produce with some producers. Yeah.
And what's happened with that? What's going on with there in the production? What sort of music is it?
It's mostly, I would say, a combination between pop and house music so far.
Right.
So I like some poppy and easy to listen songs, but I like the electronic beats at the same times.
The beat in the background.
Yeah, I would love to produce more in the future. I try to balance all different.
What program
things.
do you use
Ableton.
producing?
Ableton.
And you find that easy?
It is easy to use. I think the hardest part is mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
I have no clue. about it. But
right.
well, there are some services
Yeah, you
that
can
we can use.
give to people to do, right? And have you released any music?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And what happened with that?
It's
Because
up.
I think there's something like 100,000
I know.
new tracks released every day.
Yeah,
There's a
correct.
lot of competition
Yeah,
to
yeah,
to
it
make
is.
it get anywhere.
But I think like as if I could call myself an artist, as long as you being consistent with what you're doing, because I do it out of love. Just being consistent, keep producing. I just like put my mixtape out there, or like try to play around making mashup or producing a track. I just put it out there and then keep doing what I like.
That's right. That's the best way to do anything, right? Because you enjoy doing it.
Yes.
And if you can get away with it, well,
Yeah.
if you don't have to live from it, I guess it's okay. You can do anything you want. But there's a possibility also where that actually becomes more important to you if you get some success. I guess it's all about the success. I don't know. What about DJing? How? From what I understand, you don't really go out late. So,
And the Cinderella.
where do you actually DJ?
Yeah, I mean, in the UK, I do some gigs with the uni, or like when they throw like some independent event, or in here in Bali is mostly beach club, because they finish early.
Yes,
and
that's
I can
good.
go home early.
Yeah, exactly. What's early? What time do you normally turn into a Cinderella?
Depends. I mean, like some days I finish by 9 or 10, and then special event I finish by 2.
Okay. But are you DJing right now anywhere? Or is it like because you're on your way to Europe again?
Yeah, no, I
So
don't
I don't
like,
think
no.
you're in the position to be looking for too many
No.
jobs. Hey.
But soon, maybe in Dublin.
Oh, yeah. Dublin, right?
Yes.
Do you know much about Dublin? You're going there for how long?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Just seems to be a long time to be going anywhere.
I know, but I'm going to be traveling. You're going to be traveling.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll end
Yeah,
up in
we're going to
Dublin,
meet
no doubt.
somewhere.
For sure. And you are such a traveller, right? Obviously. You enjoy travelling.
I do enjoy traveling.
Because I know you've been like all over Europe, right? Is that right? And what's the best place for you around the world so far?
Oh, I've loved Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like
Not
Brazil.
even in Europe.
No.
What was
I mean-
what was happening, or when was Brazil? When were you there?
I think I went there twice, 2 of them for conference, and I did some work there, and after that just travel a little bit. And the first one was, if I'm not mistaken, 2013, and the second one was 2018.
Wow. 2013.
13, yes.
Wow. You must have been a young child.
Yeah,
then.
baby girl.
Oh, that's great. So which part? Rio and or
Rio,
other places?
El Salvador, Bahia, Sao Paulo.
And the Brazilian people are kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I was blend in. They thought that I was native.
Okay.
So
Okay.
nobody bothered me
Oh,
because they thought that I'm indigenous.
And how's your Portuguese? Portuguese.
See.
I studied Portuguese once.
Yeah?
Anyway. Yeah. So Dublin. What are you going to be doing in Dublin?
I'll be doing my doctorate fellowship.
Is that doctor fellowship? Is that like a PhD or is it something else?
Yes, it is PhD
Okay.
fellowship.
So-
But I'm gonna be making an app.
A nap.
Yeah.
For what?
To help prevent obesity from mother to offspring, because there is like some connection when you have like obese mother, and then your offspring might be most likely obese, and then when you are obese, it triggers mental health issues. You might feel body insecurity, and then it's again connected to your physical health. And so we want to disrupt this abusive cycle.
Is that is it a physical thing, like from the genes, or what is it? Obesity? Because obesity is just basically excess fat, right?
Yes.
Or is it something more
It is
profound?
like, it can be learned. It can be epigenetics. So the way we treat this, we want to be coming from different sources, right? So it is still under study, and then that's why like we are doing it, and it can be from the like infant, they can learn the behavior from the parents, right? If whatever the parents eat, they're gonna follow.
Yeah, sure.
And then so it's
that's
a learned
kind
behavior.
of socialization
Yeah,
more than a genetic thing.
Yeah, and then if you have mental health issues, there is the latest research shows that it can be transferred to your child. So it's epigenetics.
Mental issues can be transferred, but that isn't that like a showing them behavioral thing, or is it?
It is still like I
it
would say still
proven? No.
under study, but it shows like, for instance, those survivors of the genocide, their children, even though they didn't experience the genocide, but they have some symptoms like stress, anxiety, like depression. And then some triggers might be similar, like for instance, if it's like loud noises or like certain smells. So we are still like studying it, whether it is through learned behavior, but it also shows through epigenetic. There is like a specific gene that is
can
transferred.
change.
Yes.
Changes
Yeah.
within, and it's passed on to the child.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's more than an app. It's actually more study, right?
Yes, more study.
Sounds like you have to do some more research.
Yes.
And what are you going to do with an app?
So the app, we're gonna be working with. So my job is co-developing the app with the mothers and the family. So we're gonna, for instance, tracking the weights and then the behaviors that come with it, and then with the children how they interact. And so this app will help the mothers to track and the family to track, and then after that they input some data. And this data will be shown into the dashboard of the self-paced health providers like nurses or doctors. So when they go check up with them, they can see
All
the logs,
information.
the information. And the way they communicate it, like for instance, if they are under treatment, we're going to have like some pop-up in the app. For instance, this is just like one of the feature, and then like how to motivate.
Is this your idea, or is it?
No, this is like a consortium. It means like it involves 5 countries, 5 different universities. So we are working with a big group. It's like under Marie Curie Fellowship. So I'm gonna be working with another 9 or 10 scientists from different disciplinaries. So this is exciting.
Absolutely. And that's going to be 4 years in Dublin. So what do you think's more exciting, being a DJ on the decks, playing music to a crowd, or achieving something in the laboratory or wherever it is you work, or in the clinic, perhaps?
I would say they both offer different experience. I think with research, I mean, in general in life, I would like to have an impact in people's life. So through my research, I can see the changes, or through my practice as a psychologist, I can see the changes in people's life. That's the meaning of my life. But through music, I get the enjoyment of, this is something that I love, I enjoy. But in the future, I would like to produce something that connect with people. So it's more like personal, and it also helped me to cope with adversity.
Sure. It's for your own mental health as well.
Exactly.
And you did a DJ course, right?
Yes.
That's when I first met you.
Yeah.
Playing at Casera.
Yeah, you're my
fresh-
manager.
You're fresh out of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So has it turned out as you thought it'd be? Like being a DJ? Are you living the DJ life, do you feel? Is it as good as what you thought it would be?
I mean, yes, I enjoy it so much. And then I think I have developed a lot since the first time. If you remember, I like to do like R&B, hip-hop stuff. Pop, the queen of pop. But now it's more like multi-genre. I like to play with different tunes. And then I start trying to play around with jazz.
Right. Well, that's where it all That's where electronic music and DJs basically started off with jazz and that kind of style of music, and it was a combination of beats with jazzy kind of music.
Yes.
But yeah, we are talking to DJ Axelle, also known as Handa, and she's off to Dublin for 4 years to do a postgraduate degree. No, a PhD.
PhD.
Very clever DJ. Probably one of the most clever DJs I've ever met. And music, did you study music at some point or not?
No,
Or,
just play by ear.
Just, you never did an instrument or never had an
Oh, well, yeah, I did because it's like compulsory in Indonesia, right?
instrument? Okay. Is it? I didn't know that. Everybody has to learn an instrument.
Yeah,
Really?
it was like part of the task.
Okay.
No, I
Which,
mean, like
of primary school?
primary,
secondary?
middle, primary and
yeah.
secondary.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're supposed to be learning an instrument right through your school years?
Well, I mean, like it was a bad curriculum, but I have like some extra classes.
And what was that? What did you
It's
play?
just a keyboard,
Okay.
and I learned a little bit of flute, but not too fancy.
Well, that comes in handy for producing music, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but like, I cannot even read the music block.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the notes.
Read the music? No.
Yeah,
Well, I don't.
it's
I don't
different
suppose.
skill.
I don't suppose you need to really. It's as you said. It's all with the ear,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so when are you off? You're going soon.
Soon, mid-March. But
Mid-March.
I'll be leaving Bali next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to
Soon.
Jakarta.
Yeah, Jakarta. Because I'll bring my crazy cat with me, a lot of paperwork
Oh yeah. To Dublin.
to Dublin.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's my
Crazy
baby
cat to
boy. Yeah,
Dublin.
the world traveler cat.
And how is that? I imagine it's not easy.
It is not easy.
So how do you get? What's the paperwork?
The agent. The agent knows it.
Agent. Oh, you got to pay. I won't ask how much, but I can imagine it's a fortune. Well, you could have left the cat here. It could have been
I
friends with my cat.
know, but that cat is my longest relationship with man. So it's also.
Are you saying something there?
No.
You brought in a set, right? You've got some music. It's
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. We're going to be playing that straight after this now. So was it bossa nova?
Bossa Nova.
Yeah, that's very Brazilian, right?
Yes.
Is that the influence, the Brazilian influence?
Yes. I mean, like generally, once a week, once or twice a week, I play bossa nova. I just like to listen to it. I think it is very sultry, sexy, and it's just the right imagination of Brazil. People are very friendly, very warm, and the food are amazing. I keep like gaining weight because I just want
You
to try
gotta be careful.
everything. Yeah.
So why not do the PhD in Brazil?
Well, that's like maybe do something
Part
in
of it.
Brazil. Part of it, yeah.
All right.
That's my plan.
So what's on this set? This hour-long set of bossa nova. Tell me a little bit about that. What are we going to be listening to?
It is because I love the sound of bass. So bass. Bass. So there are like some songs with strong bass.
Are they
in
old
it.
or new, or are they?
It's like classic old.
Old stuff.
Old
Why
stuff.
not? We don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be new.
Yeah, I like classics. And then maybe like I need to. You just inspired me to listen to new bossa nova.
I'm sure there is. There must be.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The
Yeah.
Ipana. There's only so many times you can listen to
I
the
know,
Ipana girl. Is that
but
the song?
I didn't put that in.
No, fair enough. I would have shot you if you did. But
It was in my other set.
anyway, so let's play it now. So we've been talking to DJ Axelle. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you, DJ Stu.
All right. And anyway, I'll be DJing tomorrow night at Day 2's party. So
Yay.
come down and check that out.
Check it out.
Go and see DJ Axelle whenever she's playing, and she's not going to be here for a long time now. But I imagine you're going to come back for a holiday or not. That doesn't work.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to, I guess. Anyway, so we're going into the Bossa Nova Jazz mixtape from DJ Axelle. I've got to turn this up and down. We'll just get it going. You are listening to the beat.
Spin my heart.
Oh, here we are.
In my heart. In my heart. In my heart.
Yeah, you've been listening to the Beat Radio Bali with DJ ST and DJ Axelle, better known as Handa.
Yay!
Enjoy your night or on the repeat tomorrow, Friday, on your weekend on the Beat Radio Bali.